I get it. Friday's not going to look the nicest when we get up here. We're talking about dark skies, some rain in the forecast, but I do promise you, as we go into Friday afternoon, it will be a different story. I'm meteorologist Joe Martucci. Thanks for clicking on pressofac.com for your weather as always. Let's take a look at our rainfall coverage throughout the weekend. You see, today is our wettest day of the weekend here. A few hours of rain and thunderstorms, primarily in the morning here. And then, really we're just talking about some spotty showers both Friday evening and in Saturday afternoon into the early evening. So here's our futurecast at 6 a.m. here. This is just a computer model representation. Showers and storms here in the area. Then another line passes as we go into the late morning. But by 2 o'clock, we're really dry across the area, and we see returning sunshine. A few showers and storms come through during the evening hours, but I think, from about, let's say, noon until 6 or 7 p.m., if you got rain, you got the short end of the stick. I think it's mostly dry by that point. We go into Saturday, a dry morning to start. A few showers will pop up during the afternoon. I think they're brief. I don't think it cancels many of our outdoor plans. And then as we go into our Saturday night, we're going to be dry here across the area. Taking a look at our Friday morning numbers, we're talking about 70s here. We're slowly rising through the 70s. The cloud cover is going to block out a lot of the sun here, so it's not going to rise up all that much. Your sand report for your Friday. High temperature is 79 degrees on the sand here. We're going to go into high tide as the morning turns into the afternoon. Water temps are warm in the 70s here, and we're looking for a moderate risk of rip current. So you always want to make sure to swim where the lifeguards say it's safe to do so, especially, even at elevated risk for rip currents here. Then we have high school football on the beach. We're talking about the Battle by the Beach at Cary Field at Ocean City High School, located right on the other side of the boardwalk. It's about the same all morning, afternoon, and evening long. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Temperatures not fluctuating much on this southerly wind. We'll see that will be strong at times here. So maybe a running game as we get into our first high school football games of the season. We'll have more details for you on that at pressofac.com/sports as well. Here's a look at your weekend planner. We're talking about temperatures in the upper 80s Saturday here, a pop-up PM storm. Well, actually, what we're going to see is declining humidity and then that weak shower risk or storm risk at the same time. Sunday, the completely dry day here. It's pretty similar to last Sunday where we're talking about temperatures seasonable with a good mix of sun and clouds throughout the day here. And as we go into the shore weekend planner, you see 84 Saturday, 80 on Sunday here. Partly cloudy sky again as we go into our Sunday. Want to talk about middle part of next week here. I have an updated outlook for you on what will be Hurricane Franklin. If you've seen me talk about this throughout the week, I said Monday through Thursday is a time frame. Well, now we're closer to this storm here, so we could tighten this up. Looks like Tuesday into Wednesday, we're talking about coastal flooding, high surf, and the risk for rip currents as this storm moves north. Still plenty of time to wiggle this track. What I can say for sure, it's not going to directly impact us. It's going to be somewhere a few hundred miles offshore. Now, whether it's 300 miles or 800 miles, that's the part that's too soon to be told. But overall, I think we are going to see some impacts here as we go forward into the middle part of next week. Your inland 7-day forecast looking like this here. So Friday, couple of showers here during the morning, possibly a rumble of thunder. Same story during the evening. We go into Saturday, dry morning, isolated showers and storms during the afternoon. Sunday, Monday are both dry. Then as we get into the middle part of next week, the rain you see here is not from what will be Hurricane Franklin. It's from a separate storm system that will come through around the same time. So really, it's just a messy middle part of next week. I know a lot of us are off here. We try to squeak out the last bits of the peak part of summer here going into Labor Day weekend. Unfortunately, it doesn't look to be the best Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Too soon to call them washouts, but again, we do have some issues at the shore regardless with the high surf and the potential for coastal flooding. We'll talk to you more about that in our weekend forecast and our website, pressofac.com/weather, and make sure to subscribe to the Across the Sky podcast.